a song on the album called Real Men. Talk about that a little bit and this movement that you're creating.
Yeah, real man revolution or real nigga revolution. Either way you want to do it for the. Hey man, don't be using the word nigga. Like nigga, chill. But real men revolution is really putting a spotlight on black men who don't sell dope. Because if you look at a man like growing up, and everybody, all black men we grew up around that, and we see it. So it was, in some ways, some people come from that lifestyle, but it was some ways it was a cop out. Some ways it was easy money. I want to shine. I want to look good. But us, people who didn't do it, we had to get laughed at because we didn't have this, or picked on because we didn't have that. You know, it was a lot of things that we had to humble ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Humble ourselves. And a dope boy who doing all this stuff and getting all the praise in the music, in the movies, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think everybody, you know, wanted to be the dope boy, wanted to be the kingpin. But nobody wanted to be the working man, the real man.
Right.
And in 2016, we know the end story of that.
Yeah.
The drug game is busted.
Yep.
The drug game is busted, and every time you look up, you know what I mean, boy, your homie's in jail, you burying them. There's no success in that.
Yeah.
So why are rappers still lying about that, still perpetuating that, and sending this lie out to a nation of young black men, saying that ball, I'm getting keys, I'm getting dope. You're lying. Period. Point blank. Because if you was doing that, you'd be sent up or you'd be dead. Right. So real men revolution is men who got fathers who work, who walk away from the nonsense, who do everything they have to do to provide for their family, and it's time for that to be emulated and making songs about that. And trap people need to make songs about that, because you're becoming an enemy almost.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you feel like NWA, for example, like last year was highly praised and regarded because of the movie Straight Outta Compton, but also they're about to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Do you feel like now hip hop was, in the same way, selling something back then that was negative, or was it the truth then, and now it's just the lie?
Well, you gotta look at the powers behind, the music and the outlets. I mean, we didn't have outlets. We didn't have, it took Jews, Caucasian people, and Jews, who had all the outlets.
Right.
But if you look at Public Enemy, they were like banging, booming before. You look at other groups who were relevant because they spoke against what? They spoke against the degradation, the oppression, the hate, the police brutality. And then you got, NWA, who represents a side or an aspect of our community.
Right.
Right? But the problem is you can't put like health facts on a piece of like straight like pig feet, right? And you put health facts like this is, if you eat this is good. You know what I mean? Like
right.
you wouldn't do that.
Right.
Right? So why put glorification on a lifestyle that's killing us?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. There's like something is really wrong with that. It's not okay. And I think that it was the powers that be, the secret meetings and other things that went on to get more black men into prisons, into jails. You know what I mean? It wasn't just by chance.
Yeah. So you think, some of this has been a theory that's been floated for a minute. So do you feel like there's a COINTELPRO against hip hop?
Oh, like of course.
Yeah.
Of course. I mean, come on. Like, the Eazy-E, was being protected by Israeli militants. Eazy-E, like, they said, even with like Chief Keef, when Jimmy Iovine came and gave Chief Keef all this money, Interscope is owned by General Electric. General Electric owns the most prison stocks. You know what I'm saying? A great amount in prison stocks. So what do you get from giving Chief Keef $6 million or $5 million?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You get a lot of young niggas acting like niggas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, give him that money. Boom, produce it, glorify it. Boom. We win. Jails get full. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if we do sell records or not.
Right. And he didn't.
He didn't sell no records, but why did he give him all that money? You know, come on, man. Like, we knew that. Like, he wasn't going to be no... It was just ignorance. But it had another meaning, and it had another initiative with it. And General Electric will come out better with more black men in jail.
Right.
You know, so it's deep. It's deep. It's not as simple as, oh man, they just rapping, telling their story. Yeah, okay. Well, it's a lot of stories.
Yeah.
It's a lot of stories to be told.
Definitely. We are in a state of hip hop that is not the hardest form of hip hop we've seen. You know, even the conscious artists are, you know, a little lightweight sometimes to me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The leaders of the pack, I would say, not to name any names here, but let's just say I came up on, you know, a different era that's a little bit closer to what you do. Wow. Now, how do you feel about that part of it, right? Because, like, even, and I'll be real, like, even Kendrick's song, We Gonna Be All Right, that's like, to me, that's a dope record, but it also is a sort of a passive form of empowerment. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm, when you think about, yeah, we gonna be all right. Nah, I don't want to be all right. I want to be great. I want to be, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
So not to say that that's a lame record or anything, or to discredit Kendrick, but just to say that I'm like from the Fight the Power era. Mm-hmm, feel me? Like, so when I hear your music, to me, that's more reflective of that type of conscious music, which again, to call it conscious could almost be a disservice in some ways.
Right. Well, thank you for the compliment. Malcolm X said to stab a man in the back 9 inches and pull a knife out 6 inches and call it, you can't. That's not progress. Can't call that progress.
Right.
Stab him in the back 9, pull it out 6, and call it, we're making progress. That's not progress. The knife is still in your back at the end of the day. Right. So it all depends on, like Kendrick, like he probably think we can't give him too much. You know what I'm saying?
That's possible.
But he got some joints, like the joint he did on the Grammys.
Yeah.
Blacker the Barrier. Yo, he was. They call me the monkey. Look, my nose is big, and he was like that was like some yeah.
That
you know what I mean?
That was once you in,
right?
Then you
right. He I was impressed, but even myself, we gotta try to give them something. Like we gotta look at the condition of the people, man. These dudes, like, it's wild out here. Like, these people is lost. You got dudes who really making songs and not even saying nothing. Yeah. Like, and people like bouncing and just jumping up and down. So coming from that, and then you trying to give them rise up, black man, and unite. You know what I'm saying? Like, even with the site, like, if you guys went strictly all hip hop, literally, like, just, man, y'all drop, boom, because people don't support that. So I think it's important we find a good balance. And, being Muslim, Allah says in the Quran that, to fight oppression wherever you find it. Fight oppression, fight it. And oppression is worse than slaughter. So to oppress someone is worse than killing them, right? So when music becomes oppressive, it's worse than killing the people. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like to tell a girl that twerking it is okay, or to drop it low on a pole is okay. It's worse than killing her, because you're oppressing her mind and making her be short of herself. You know what I'm saying? Of who we really are. So this music that's guided and pushed on black people specifically, even though white people adapt it and they pick it up and they may listen to it, but when it hits us at a different vibration. You feel me? Yeah. It's not hitting us like it's hitting them. Because you go to a white strip and walk by every club and hear nothing but trap stuff, but white people ain't fighting. They ain't shooting. You know what I'm saying? We want to be that.
Right.
Nuck if you buck, nigga. Like when that song come up, like I'm gonna take it, bout it. Remember that joint came out, Master P. When I was young, I was like, damn, you know what I mean? I knew it was gonna go down.
Right.
You be in the club like, oh shit, we got the way. Oh, it's about to go down.
Right.
Why is that? Because this is us, man. We can't deny that. All we had was a song. Right. On the plantation, all we had was a song. Picking cotton, all we had was a good song. Right. So now, what do we have now? We have a song. And what is this song saying? You know what I'm saying? Bitch, hoe, kill, slut, rat, I'm a bad bitch, I sell ass. Like these girls selling ass nowadays, like it's like some kind of, like they got coupons and shit, like, oh here, half off.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's sick. It's sick and it's sad. But hopefully we get a new breed. You know what I'm saying? Or the outlets just open up more and get a balance, because you used to have NWA, but you did have Public Enemy, and they were open. And NWA weren't headlining.
Right.
You know, you go to concerts, Public Enemy was headlining, so they had a choice.